Thank you for coming in today. How are you feeling, Petunia?
I feel really dizzy and tired and my head hurts.
She's also been running a fever. She came up to me and said that her arms and her legs were hurting and her breathing's been a little irregular and she had trouble swallowing her juice this morning.
Well, I'm going to run some tests on your throat secretions. Could you say ah for me, Petunia?
Ah.
Okay, I'll be right back.
How's Horace today?
He's good. I think he's got what I got. He seems to be pretty sick too.
That's not good.
No.
Oh, that was fast.
Technology these days is amazing. Now, I've got some good news and some bad news. The bad news is your daughter has poliomyelitis.
She has polio?
Yes, but the good news is it's not very severe. It's a mild case. It has only infected her intestines so far, which means that we can treat the polio through a process called supportive care. This means that we treat the symptoms of Petunia, and so her body can focus on fighting the virus.
How did I get this polio?
Well, that's a very good question, Petunia. Poliovirus is generally spread when you come into contact with infected fecal matter or other people's poo. Now, another way you can get it is by sharing utensils with someone who carries polio or someone who carries it coughs or sneezes on you. And I'm guessing that one of the last two is what happened to you, Petunia.
I don't know much about polio. How does the virus manifest itself?
That's a good question. Now, when polio enters the virus, it goes through the mouth, and then it travels down to your digestive tract through your intestines, where it grows and matures. In most cases, it will invade the lymphoid tissue near the intestines and eventually enter the bloodstream.
That sounds scary. Shouldn't my body have tried to stop it somehow?
Yes, and it did try. Barriers like mucous membranes in your mouth try to defend your body against the poliovirus by capturing it and disposing of it. But sometimes those membranes don't catch everything.
Well, how does the virus affect her immune system now that she has it?
Now, Petunia, your immune system has two kinds of responses, the innate response and the acquired response. The innate response alerts her immune system through the rupture of cells infected with polio. The immune system then releases neutrophils, macrophages, and mast cells to the affected areas. This signals the blood vessel layers to loosen, which allows more white blood cells. However, the tricky thing about poliovirus is that it inhibits the innate immune response by preventing the cells from releasing adequate cytokines, which are the cell signaling protein molecules.
And what about the adaptive response?
The adaptive response is wonderful because once you get a disease, it has the ability to remember that disease and help defend against it in the future. It is triggered by the presence of poliovirus and prevents from infecting the body again.
Doctor, when can I start getting better? What kind of medicine can I take?
Oh, right away. We will start treating your symptoms by administering fluids and ibuprofens to control your fever and pain. Until you get better, you need a lot of rest until your condition improves.
Thank you so much, Doctor. We appreciate your help.
Yes, thank you for helping me fight polio!